Leviticus 20. God spoke to Moses, "Tell the Israelites, each and every Israelite and foreigner in Israel who gives his child to the god Molech must be put to death. The community must kill him by stoning. I will resolutely reject that man and cut him off from his people. By giving his child to the god Molech, he has polluted my sanctuary and desecrated my holy name. If the people of the land took the other way if nothing had happened when that man gives his child to the god of Molech and failed to kill him, I resolutely reject that man and his family, and him and all who join him in polluting themselves. And the residuals of the god of Molech, I will cut him off from their people. I resolutely reject persons who dabble in the occult or traffic with mediums, pro themselves in the practices. I will cut them off from their people. Set yourselves apart for a holy life. Live a holy life, because I am God, your God. Do what I tell you. Live the way I tell you. I am God, the God who makes you holy. Verse 9. Any and every person who curses his father or mother must be put to death. By cursing his father or mother, he is responsible for his own death. If a man commits adultery with another man's wife, the wife say of his neighbor, both the man and the woman, the adulterer and the adulteress, must be put to death. If a man has sex with his father's wife, he has violated his father. Both the man and the woman must be put to death. They are responsible for their own deaths. If a man has sex with his daughter-in-law, both them must be put to death. What they have done is perverse, and they are responsible for their own death. If a man has sex with a man, as one does with a woman, both of them have done what is apparent they must be put to death. They are responsible for their own deaths. If a man marries both a woman and her mother, that's wicked. All three must be buried at the stake, purging the wickedness from the community. If a man has sex with an animal, he must be put to death, and you must kill the animal. Verse 16. If a woman has sex with the animal, you must kill both the woman and the animal. They must be put to death, and they are responsible for their own deaths. Verse 17. If a man marries his sister, the daughter of his father or his mother, and they have sex, that's a disgrace. They must be publicly cut off from their people. He has violated his sister and will be held responsible. If a man sleeps with a woman during her period and has sex with her, he has uncovered her fountain, and she has revealed her fountain. Both of them must be cut off from their people. Don't have sex with your aunt or on either your mother or father's side. That violates a close relative. Both of you are held responsible. If a man has sex with his aunt, he has dishonored his uncle. They are both held responsible and die childless. If a man marries his brother's wife, it is detriment. He has shamed his brother. They will be childless. 22 and 23. Do what I tell you. All my decrees and laws, live by them, so that the land where I am bringing you won't vomit you out. You must simply do not live like the nations I am driving out before you. They did all these things, and I hated every minute of it. Verse 24 through 26. I have told you, remember that you will possess their land, that I am giving to you as an inheritance, a land flowing with milk and honey. I am God, your God, who has distinguished you from the nations, so live like it. Distinguish between ritually clean and unclean, animals and birds. Don't pollute yourself with any animal or bird or crawling thing which I have marked out as unclean for you. Live holy lives before me, because I am God, am holy. I have distinguished you from the nations to be your very own. Verse 27. A man or a woman who is a medium or screener among you must be put to death. You must kill them by stoning. They are responsible for their own deaths. Thank you for listening to this very pointed chapter. I know most people don't even pay attention to the book of Leviticus, but I promised you when I started this that I would read every book and every chapter. Thank you and God bless.